Hey everyone. So I've been noticing that lately in kind of quote unquote dialogue with the left that we have on the dissident right, that there seems to be a reoccurring theme recently of just kind of emphasizing on simplicity and blunt argument as opposed to more, you know, rhetoric and debating the issue. And honestly, I welcome it because, like the example of this, of course, like the fact that the left can't meme because they need to put up a entire paragraph worth of text in order to get their point across, whereas we can just post a picture of the Giga Chat and say yes. And originally I thought, maybe that's kind of a sign of intellectual weakness on our side, because think back of what would like the ancient rhetoricians think about this? Like what would Cicero or Socrates think of, we're not really debating the issue. But then I think, if they're around today and they saw who we're arguing against, they would almost certainly assume that they're complete lunatics and that there really is no point in debating quote unquote the issues with them, because if they're going to not deny basic facts about reality, you don't really argue against that. And it also just kind of ties into the whole, midwit meme of there's basic truths about the world and the universe that the average or, people of lower intelligence will just basically understand. Like, well, of course God exists. And then the midwit will kind of uh, go through all this mental gymnastics to try and argue against some basic principles that everyone's always understood. And then, of course, the truly wise are the ones who are able to come all the way back around and understand, no, actually, the basic truth of the universe is what we always thought it was. It's similar to G.K. Chesterton in his book Orthodoxy. He kind of makes a analogy of how he wanted to sail as far away from England as he possibly could. He went all the way around the world and tried to find the most foreign shore he could find, and he just wound up right back in on the beaches of Brighton in England. And I think it really says the fact that people now are looking for some basic truths to anchor themselves in, because so much of the modern and postmodern world has been about deconstructing basic understood truths and premises about the universe that the ancients and the medievals and the pre-moderns all understood as being very concrete and could rely on. But we've kind of taken out all the foundations of what we understand reality to be, that people are now just completely lost. And, you know, it makes it so the fact that you have the left and progressives putting out all these insane arguments and all these like insane mental gymnastics to try and prove a basic point or prove their own points, wherein it just flies in the face of reality. And it's kind of where the whole grug brained, simplistic understanding is more of a strength, because it's able to speak to a basic truth that we all inherently know. Like, yes, metaphysics is real, the spiritual is real, men are men, women are women, biology and reality exist, and external realities are not changeable. And, it makes a lot of more traditional and ideas more attractive, like Christianity or religion, that, you know, you don't need tons of apologetics to draw people in with truth, goodness, and beauty. People can see the beauty of the Catholic Mass or beauty of icons and Christian art and music, and just see this is something that is simple, it's obvious, but it's very deep. I and I this kind of spurned on me just listening to Shia LaBeouf's interview with Bishop Barrett, and you know, I don't think he's an idiot, but he has a very simple way of explaining things. That is Shia LaBeouf, and it's actually sort of comforting, and it makes me think that there's not really any point in debating a lot of these progressives, because all you really need to do is point out the truth, and the people that are listening are going to notice people that genuinely believe in something, and something simple and concrete. And it just makes me think, like, if I was ever in a debate with like Vosh or Hassan Piker or any of these people, which again, leads back to Sam Hyde just screaming out and Fed posting real life, and everyone cheered for it when he said he's coming after Hassan Piker in real life, literally. But yeah, I would just post them the clip that's been going around of the Padre Pio movie with Shia LaBeouf, where he just starts screaming at a woman, "Say Christ is Lord," and really, that's all you need. But yeah, there's a beauty in the simplicity that we kind of have now because basic universal truths, everything's been stripped away, and ultimately those are left because they're real. But yeah, that's just sort of my rambling while I'm on my lunch break. So have a good day.